But let's shift over to a little bit about consumer behavior. Okay, I told you we were going to talk about consumer behavior because when you're marketing, Marketing 101 kind of tells us that we need to be in front of our client in order to get the business, right? We need to be out there in front of them. So what are consumers doing today? Well, here's a statistic for you. 78.3% of North American homes have internet. Okay, now what's North America include? Anybody know? Canada, US, Mexico? Includes quite a lot. So I narrowed this down. I said, well, how much in the US terms? In US terms, on average, it's 95+%. Okay, now there's a couple areas like Whitefish, Montana that don't have internet access, so they really don't count. But for the most part, 95% of US homes have online internet access. Okay, now let me think here. If 95% of my demographic has internet access, and like you guys said, you're using it every day, shouldn't I be out there on the internet, actively marketing these folks? Absolutely. To go one step further than that, of consumers making in-store purchases, so going to a physical location, buying a product, 89% have conducted online research prior to making that purchase. Okay, you look for stain. My wife and I recently stained, we did a basement remodel. Well, let's rephrase this. I did a basement remodel. Some of you guys know what I'm talking about. Anyway, it was the middle of winter. Well, I live in Colorado, so it gets snowy in wintertime. It gets cold. Most stuff freezes outside. So I can't take a can of stain outside and try to stain something. It's not going to work. Now, if I had a heated garage, maybe, but I don't. So we put a bunch of sheets down in the basement, had my wood down there, and we were staining inside the house. Well, my wife gets online, and she's looking around for a no VOC stain. Nothing at all. Well, we found one. It's called Salmon Stain. Great stuff. They make it in Canada. They're only selling it just in a few markets here in the U.S. We had to ship it over from Connecticut, actually, to get it. Great stuff, by the way, great stuff. So it worked out really, really well. But we're searching online for that product before we made the purchase. Okay? You guys probably do the same thing. Okay? It makes sense. That's just what you're doing. So when people are searching online, and I'll have you guys shout out some answers here for me. What percent do you think stay on page one? Any ideas? Okay, I heard 95. I thought I heard someone say in the 70s. 85, 85%. What was your quote? Nobody stays on page one? Oh, okay. Yeah, they don't stay on page one. As a matter of fact, 97% or more people only use the first page of the search engines. 97% or more. Okay. What happens is when they're looking online, they're going back, and if they don't find what they're looking for, they're revising their search. That's what they're doing. They're revising their search again, revising their search again. That's what they're doing. So it's important to be up there on the front page of the search engines. Okay. Now, when we look at these areas, okay, we kind of identified these earlier. We have the paid advertising, or the local directories, and we also have the natural rankings. What percentage do you think click in the natural area? Half? Okay, so 50%? 85%? 90%? 65%? It's actually 96%. 96% of people click in the natural rankings. Okay, if you go back to the newspaper, it's credible. The search engines are all based around algorithms. Those algorithms try to figure out what is most relevant based on the search. So when consumers come here, they're looking for something in the natural rankings. Now, paid advertisement, yeah, I mean, you're going to get 3-4% on that. Okay, I mean, it's good stuff. All right, and we use it for a lot of clients. They're doing great things with it. But if I had to coach someone as far as where they wanted to really put their money to grow their business, search engine optimization is it. Natural rankings, that's where it is.